Good morning from Universal Studios Japan. What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to get in Super Nintendo Land, which just opened. It does have limited entry, so I'm going to kind of walk you through the process and show you what it's like. First really important thing is make sure you get here early because this park will regularly open an hour before advertised. The official opening time is 9 in the morning on the app. However, the park opened at 8 a.m. Now what you need to get in is called a timed entry ticket. There's a certain area in the park you go to grab it, and it's first come, first served. We've just entered the park. You'll see some people running to get tickets. I'm not in any huge rush because one, I know how to do this now, and two, they don't really sell out all that fast. It's not like trying to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding pass. Walking along, there's a sign for the Nintendo World Power Bands, which I'll explain a little bit later. And as soon as you have the chance, you take your first right into the Hollywood area. Now you are going to want to make sure you have your park tickets for everyone in your group, and you can only do this once per day. Once you get to the end of Hollywood, you're gonna hang a right over at the Universal Monsters Rock and Roll Show. And then another left, and we are almost there. I'd also like to point out that as we're walking back here, I haven't seen any signs at all indicating where to get the entry tickets. Once you get to the area, you have someone telling you this is it, but you have to know Japanese to understand that, because this is the only sign you're gonna see. The small Super Nintendo World entry ticket. You'll know you found it when you found Jaws because it is literally on the opposite end. You're going to continue on down this lovely little park path and there will be a booth with some kiosk. Luckily, unlike the annual pass station, they do have various language options for getting an entry ticket. There's a split up ahead. Make sure you go to the right. And here is where you will get your ticket. And the ticket kiosk area exits right back near where Mel's is at. Alright, got a timed entry ticket here. Now, I got this ticket at exactly 8:30 in the morning. I can come back between 10:40 and 11:40 in the morning. That's only 2 hours from now, and the park's been open for half an hour, so definitely obtainable to get these things. Be mindful though, you gotta be here earlier. The earlier the better, because if you come in at 9 when the park supposedly opens, and you have to walk all the way back there, you may potentially miss out. So it's great that the park opens early, you get a longer day, but it's bad for planning. Be here early to get an earlier access, or access at all. It depends on the crowds too. I don't know how busy it is today in comparison. Something else about getting one of these is you get to choose the time frame you want to come back. There's 3 different time slots or earliest available, so you can pick the one that works best. Also, if you don't manage to get a timed entry ticket, say you just missed it completely or came later in the day, you can do a raffle version. You go back, do the same thing, pick a desired time frame, and it'll give you a raffle number. You can scan a QR code in the park. It'll open up a web page which will show you the raffle winnings, basically. The other day they did it at 3 p.m. and it'll show you which raffle groups, it's based by group, can go into the area. Now that we have the entry ticket, I'm gonna fast forward time. And just like that, it is time to enter. You just simply take the path to the right of Waterworld. Now you don't need your park pass, just your entry time ticket, so make sure you don't accidentally throw it away or lose it. Make sure you're within your time window and you just come up and get scanned in. Now before you go in the warp pipe to enter the land, you'll have kiosks selling bands. Here's a look at my Daisy band. They have QR codes on the back and they're snap bands. Now the bands are not required, but they are a really fun way to interact with the world. The app is really awesome. You basically collect stickers by punching blocks in the land, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a moment. Also doing various challenges throughout the area. Go on in through the warp pipe. And that's all there is to it as far as getting in the Super Nintendo World here at Universal Studios Japan. But before we end, I'll show you the band real quick. Anytime you see blocks in the land, you just go underneath and you punch it and collect coins for your app until you run out. Alright, that is going to do it for this quick video of how to access the new Super Nintendo World here at Universal Studios Japan. Hopefully this video is a little bit helpful and kind of gives you a clear picture of how this process works to get in this new land. And if I did miss anything, feel free to ask me any of the other questions. Hopefully I can help you all out. But that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. The caravan is moving on.